Hi friends, and welcome back to Playing Tribute to Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, where we're on episode 3, Turnabout Academy, the third episode of episode 3, or the third upload anyway, where we are smack dab in the middle, and we are going to be investigating further to find out who the true culprit of this case is, because things have been going crazy. We've got two suspects and our client. And they've all admitted to being the murderer. So we've got that fire to put out. And as you can see, I'm jumping in right from last time because I'm on my save screen from last time. So let's get into it, shall we? It's good to be back here. It's nice and cozy. Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know, that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles? I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen! Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, I'd... Don't flash back to that guy. No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation. Can it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. Thanks, but I better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait, I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Are all three of them in the detention center? There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where do we go from here? Oh, hello. It's not good that you're here. What? Well, now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I want to ask him something, but first, Athena... I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, Don't worry. I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that. You didn't. You didn't hire Means, did you? Athena, I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh? I myself only just heard of this a moment ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie! I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? Athena, do you actually think you or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they were the only ones. Who could move freely around the campus at that time? I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't roll them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper, seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? I am a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. I really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. Alright, If that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision. Apollo! But we want to continue our investigation. Can we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Meeks, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all. There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? About your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you are convicted out of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish there were as simple as that. We even have proof of our friendship. Evidence is everything. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you bet we'll be carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently. When the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals to produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach. Hey, I said it right this time. Producing results means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. While that meant fewer arguments, it also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. I wonder if the photo is from a different day. Maybe that's the thing? She's gotta be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture? Oh, here, we're gonna find out. Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture at around 6, which was before I left the art room. But the clock here says it's just after 7. Oh, but the clock here just says it's just after 7. By 7 o'clock, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture. I guess I better go check out the art room. Is the clock fast? Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Oh, she's so sad! Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? It's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all the hard work, they were finally finished. Oh right, the statues that Robin made. So they were covered with white sheets? Junie, are you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off. Hold it! Junie, and Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Oh wait, this is another one. Crazy. By sundown today! Yes? I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice... Wait a second, don't drag my name into... We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. What? And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. I see. So it's come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Meeks. I have no objections, as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena. But thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. But you can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. And she's calling Athena again. Very well. I'll see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just, she's new to the agency, so... Don't apologize for me like I'm a child. Don't be silly, I find it all rather thrilling. Now, let us meet here again later. If you'll excuse me, I'd better go. Okay, see you later. There's no time to be thinking about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Alright. Let's go to the hallway because we need to get into the art room. Because that's the scene of the crime. Okay, maybe not. Extra hall? No? No? Okay, fine, fine. The outdoor stage. Ah! Scuttlebutt. Is it my imagination or does something just move? Afternoon, you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know, I'm continuing my investigation with the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again. Oh, that was Athena that was saying that, right? Oh no, that is Clavier. Okay, I was very confused. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you didn't fast, Fraulein. I intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. But we missed lots of stuff yesterday. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right. And I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeves to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday! Was that designed with the banner there on the back? I know the scales are the school emblem. But what's with the number 6? Looks like it's in serious pain or something. Athena, ixnay on the ixay. That's the Gaviniers logo, Fraulein. Oh, and a nice pig Latin in your forehead, really smooth. Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard? 9, Fraulein. It's a G for Gaviniers. Not a 6, but whatever floats your pretty boat. So where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. It's specially made from heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was the Prosecutor Gavin. As you can see here in the stage plans. Right here we have the statue of me. And right here, her right statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces, thanks to you, hair forehead. What did I ever do to you? Actually, this statue broke in rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Achtung! That's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay, let's do this! Schnell! Is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club social event? Alright, investigation time. To the statue. I don't know, this is fine for a rock concert, but... the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the Maxima 3-day trial site. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. Okay, so, speakers? The winner of the mock trial was to take this training seminar right here. You mean Hugh or Robin? Yeah, besides Junie, they're the only ones who could have moved freely around the campus before the mock trial. That means one of them must be the killer. But that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper one more time and persuade her to give us a name. Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose. We can't rush it either. Efficiency is the key. Should we talk to Scuttlebutt right now? It's just kind of there. Oh, nope. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I thought I was pressing a thing. There we go. Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off. I knew it. I know that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? The judge's place. A bit too far away to get a good look. Maybe we should try a different angle. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Witness stand? Wow, they built a witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what the notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. You mean this thing spins? Yeah, I can see that in the rock concert. Whoops, did I go back again? What happened? okay. It was aiming me towards this piece. Found one! Piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris? It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. Okay, so we're just gonna keep finding fragments all around the stage. Cool. Ooh, I like the view. The judge can look down on everything from up here. Yeah, not bad for a temporary stage. Is that so, Mr. Justice? Your Judge Act from the mock trial? I don't know why, but it kind of creeps me out. Wrong answer again, Mr. Justice. Penalty for our mock lawyer. Ah, that's not funny. Is this a piece of it? Found another piece of statue! There should be supposed to be more. Let's leave no stone unturned. That's different, though. That's white. It's not the, like, purplish, reddish, plumish thing. There's even a prosecutor bench here on the stage. Ah, the memories, Fraulein. As former rock star and as prosecutor. The prosecutor's bench has taught me much about the human emotions, passion, and fight. I can picture it now. You with your silvery singing voice and Apollo sweating bullets. Hey, how about picturing me winning once in a while? Is that a piece? That looks like pieces. Look! There's your rival over there, Apollo. Who? Prosecutor Gavin? We've battled it out a few times before, but I wouldn't call him... Not him! I meant the speaker over there. It can output massive blasts of sound that rival your cords of steel. I have better things to do than compete with a speaker, so just forget it. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Hello, box. Alright, victim's place. The body's gone. All that's left is a white outline. I never knew Professor Quirk personally. But seeing her reduced to a white outline leaves me cold inside. But in a way, she still lives on in the messages she left behind. Like the strange way her body was posed and the signs of her wrist being bound. You're right. Let's use her final messages to catch her killer. Found another piece of statue! There should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. I'll go back to the front again. There's something here? Clicked on everything. Oh, wait, what was that? Did I see it? No. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello. Found another piece of the statue. The school paper with a story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff. It's more popular than I think. What is that? Thought I heard something just now. You're just hearing things. There was nothing more than your ears playing tricks on you. Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. Can I take that as a confession here for him? What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then, yeah? Alright, this. This looks like another piece of the statue. Thanks, Apollo. This makes 5 pieces in all. I think we have all we're going to find. Let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that. Back to to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. Let's build a puzzle, guys! Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put the statue back together. Alright, Apollo, you come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could, hold this. Aw, we don't get to do it. Very nice. We did it! Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? Put the statue back together, but look. What's with all these leftover white pieces? These two look like they go together. And these pieces too. Athena? What do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now! The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time! What'd you make? Oh. Lady Justice. So, what is it? Ah, it's the goddess of law, holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off here, Fraulein. Phew! I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something. No. I know who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen the statue somewhere before. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that pole at the edge of the stage? You mean this? There's a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. This wire's for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it's out of place. The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fraulein. Start crawling with cops, though. Hey! Anyone in the art room? Oh, it's you people! Ha ha ha! In justice we trust! Ah, it's Detective Fulbright! In justice we trust! Is that some kind of a greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright! Can you lower that banner from there? Of course! Just leave it to me! How's that? Phew! Thanks, Detective! In justice we trust! Ha ha ha! Always glad to help! In justice we trust! So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. Well, we found the missing banner that we were talking about before. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this, the bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Jeez, you really have to. You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away! I got it! Yes! Great catch, huh? Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October Hue 120. What's that supposed to mean? A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I don't see how even Hugh can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, shall we inspect the banner again, now that it has been unraveled? Well, we know that has to be the victim's notebook because of the sword pages. It's the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look. There's a dark red stain here, just under the emblem. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right, the art room's where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This stain might be from the victim's blood. I think I've observed everything. Oh. There we go. 67th? Wow, this school festival goes way back. Oh look! The text on the sign isn't written, it's embroidered. And there's a warning in even smaller embroidery. Embroidered sign lovingly crafted by the Handicrafts Club. Keep dry. But the sign is outside. What happens if it rains? Oh, I guess we'll look at Lady Justice again. This statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright. The goddess bearing scales and a sword. She has a symbol of fairness and strength. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statue's of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit. There it is, okay. That was a whole lot of poking around in such short time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up, but they were never able to finish on account of the murder. You should take a look if you think it could be important. Oh, what's happening here? This track looks man-made. Hey, you're right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big money pro wrestler was hiding back there? Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged through here. And this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. It's been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival. Aw, then I guess if it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, could be something important. But you're not going to mark it down in the court record. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while. But make sure you tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The Gavineer's banner that disappeared from the stage. Oh, that's the one that's disappeared. You never know. Just might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Don't tell me. So in short, that's... Hey! Did she just run away? After her! That box! It just took off running. I have a pretty good idea who that is. As I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box! Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. That's a new box. Hey, did you change the boxes? I like the new look. It doesn't matter anymore. I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for gone. What exactly happened? I don't remember it being that quite so bad. Oh, right, I called you a failure. Oops. My bad. And then we saw her face. Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's what you were just thinking. Massaging his arm like he knew. What kind of person do you think I am? He read me like a book. It's like my bracelet told me everything. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burn-up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gavanier's logo there. So is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it in the incinerator. Always an incinerator. Every game needs an incinerator. It's that and the flying suspect. Every game needs a flying suspect and every game needs an incinerator. Incinerator? Did Black Girl actually make good on his threat to burn her box? Is that why she's in a new one? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. The burnt remnants of the Gavanier's banner, tossed into the incinerator, and later found by Miriam. Oh, the depths of despair. Lovely, let's talk about that. Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. Last step to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here goes. 5%. 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Shouldn't we, stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh no, my photos, stop! Cancel! Abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. What are you going to do now, Athena? You owe to her to make this right. I know. Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all your hearts. All of our hearts. Ugh, Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciate it. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost. Oh, I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. There's no rest for this wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 as long as I live. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just they were so close. Ever since their freshman year. So, well... Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Is she jealous? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking. Objection! That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. Hugh went in on their little trio. How could you possibly know that? It's one abused laptop. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that. Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop all rolled into one. Fine. I'll do it. If that's all you want. Yay! I'll have you by later to bring you the laptop. But wait. It's not like I owe you anything, but here. Another newspaper? Oh no, it's the pictures. Oh, it's a set of pictures. Looks like they're setting up the stage. Alright, let's see what we see here. Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography, from what I can make out anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Yeah, I had a feeling those two photos were going to end up in my pocket. I'll see you around, scary lawyer lady. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Can we go to the art room? Guess we can. Well, here it is, the art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there! This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice we're... Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. He doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. Alright. Oh. It wouldn't even let me do anything. I couldn't talk, couldn't investigate. Alright, so we've got the hallway, the lecture hall. We were just at the maintenance area, and we had just gone to the thing. So let's go back to the hallway. Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you, if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, I'm not sure, but you two... I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So do you want... What do you want from me? We'll make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way, you don't actually believe this ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that, a means to an end, or as we say around here, the end justifies the means. I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Jennifer's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Did Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. The secret might be causing the discord in his voice. And again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. About that meeting with Professor Quartz on the 23rd, why did she want to see you? I have no intention of telling you. I'll have to force it out of me any way you can. Professor Means strikes again. And again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good results is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth. I wouldn't be so sure it would help you solve this case. The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says, I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Junie's wishes in Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... Don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Till just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. Hugh, wait! He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that? That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. Alright, we don't really have much time left anyway. Sundown. We need sundown. Sorry, I wanted to look at something in here, and I don't remember what it is that I wanted to look at. Yeah. Ha ha ha! Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again. Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it! Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about. Right. So, this art room was where the murder actually occurred? Oh, it's the little elephant guy from the first case. The little guilty elephant. That's right, you can't see it in the naked eye, but there was blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. Police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Let's talk to you first. What did you find? Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? Ha ha ha! Good question. Fortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. Sure is confident for having found nothing. But if we're talking outside the art room, there has been a major breakthrough. Oh dear, unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do. No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really, really? Come on, just tell us already. Oh, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for the tape recorder? Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. Ugh, that's not good. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. This is the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting "You're a goner" around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. Here's that used script. Mock trial script on the floor and nearby an envelope marked use. Wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here, by Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me. It says here there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring it in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims that this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Well, you have a title memorized already? Look at the sunshiny thing. The art room is very weird. Kinda looks like there's a prosecutor's badge at the top of the statue. But it's not, if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art. Oh look, it has a title. Guilty, Guilty, Guilty. Heh, real creative. Art. Either it's too abstract to understand or as subtle as a sledgehammer. Is that supposed to be a painting of Juniper there? Because it looks like her in her little hat like that other painting. And the one that was in the picture. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her. And those pity-inducing eyes. Who's this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, and it's the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is this Juniper? Clothes are different, but... Oh look! There's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. I think it's plenty good myself. I wonder what it would look like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. It would have looked like this. This is it. What's going on here? Hey, it's gone. I remember that strange statue, in the skull camera photo? You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could show someone else. I can see the other half of the building over there. And the quad and the stage down below. Yeah, this must be the window Detective Fulbright stuck his head out of earlier. Oh yeah, thanks for the help, Detective. In justice we trust! Oh. A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need. Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow? Alright, let me stick. Well? Oh! Hey! I'm not falling for that. So close I could almost taste it. Oh, let's see if the clock is slow or fast. This is the clock that created the major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look. Don't waste your time, I've checked it. It is 100% accurate. You sure? How'd you check it? Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see? Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch has stopped? It has? Ah! This is unacceptable! We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective? But this clock must have also been an hour ahead when the photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off of your face. Ooh, wait just a minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure, but what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait, I think I might just have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there's a moon outside the window, right? Sure, it looks like a nice drawing of a crescent moon. But if you look at the window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building. Well, then, what's the moon doing here? I wonder. I didn't know it was going to come this soon. See, look at the beautiful moon in the backdrop. Oh, how is it the moon that's... Okay. Sorry, I was skipping too far ahead. That backdrop... Okay, isn't that the same one that painted in the stage backdrop? So if we look at Scuttlebutt's pictures, we can see that it was being...
Take that!
Set up. I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from, and the truth of Junie's testimony. What? Where? Where does this show that? If you look right here, it will all become crystal clear. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Am I pointing at... No, I'm not pointing at 6 o'clock because it won't let me get any further than this. I'm going to click to this. They were still prepping the stage, so the backdrop wasn't placed yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. There's the big board hanging here. Size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail. Oh, but there's no picture. That's a crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board. The back of the... That's right. And around 6 p.m. when this was taken. A photo of that same board is being taken in the front. What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall. That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look. Are you suggesting the moon is the one in the backdrop? Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 p.m. whenever the backdrop was being set in place. So the art room clock was running fast at least as far back as the day of the murder. How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now? Yes, I just blew a hole in the piece of prosecution's evidence. Yep, that's helpful. So our timing is fine. Alright, let's see here. There's a paint palette here. No surprise there considering that this is the art room. Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange. I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red. What's that supposed to mean? I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Ooh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave? What about the blob right next to it? The one with red and green? Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet. Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gates? Hey, this area with the rope around it. That's where where we detected a large blood stain. In short, the victim was stabbed here or somewhere close by. The fact that there was no visible blood... Oh, that's the thing. The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right? Right, but we were able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all evidence of wrongdoing, and that, in a nutshell, is justice, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd let me have the cool lines. This is cool music. Hey look! That's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon. A red demon. Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me. No. See the antennas and the yellow spots on his back. Anyone can see as a ladybug. I guess we have to agree to disagree. It's an elephant, you guys. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. Alright, let's make sure we get everything scooped out here. Yep. Okay, what's going on here? Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, a whole bunch of them here. Let's see, looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one. Oh, I'm looking at the bookshelf. The victim, Constance Court, was the Fine Art Club advisor, so she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here. Poor stressed out overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels. You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it. You're one to talk, Apollo. Hey, what about Mr. Wright? Maybe we should rename the firm Write Stuff All Over the Place Agency. Interesting that the scripts were just here, though. Would that not make them open to anyone? 3 busts sitting on the shelf, a judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or a prosecutor. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out-looking one the defendant. Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think, Apollo, think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go. I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Okay, I think we're... Oh, there's one more thing. Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. And I bet it won't last long with the way she deals with her own work, anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. Looks just like bloodstains, the way that the glaze was dribbled onto it. Just like bloodstains? In Justice We Trust, it does look like bloodstains. We'd better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big blood, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped into a mat. Then the ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart. So, even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Jeannie's script. Well, what'd you expect? Why we suspected the defendant in the first place? Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court. Have we seen everything? I think I've covered everything. Yep. Is there anything else to talk to you about? No. What about presenting evidence? Oh, post-recording editing. Interesting. 10 minutes, 35 seconds of noise. It's gonna give the prosecution a decisive advantage. Prepare to get owned tomorrow. I don't think so. We have new evidence that will blow your case out of the water. Oh yeah? Well, Prosecutor Blackwell has a witness ready to discover brand new testimony. Plus, he has a new tie and a pair of even flimsier shackles, just ready to break. Tomorrow's trial will be ours. In Justice We Trust! Well, tomorrow's trial, you're using new shampoo, and I'm changing breakfast cereals, too. What about you, Apollo? What'll we do with you tomorrow? I think we should approach the case with a fresh new attitude. It's what's on the inside that's important. We'll be fine as long as we stand strong. Wow, Apollo, that was actually really inspiring. Do we want to talk about this? I see, so that's your symbol of justice. Here's mine, and Justice We Trust. Alrighty. How about the blood? Nope, okay. I guess we're done with you. Moving right along. Nothing to be done here. We have some new information here. Is it sundown yet? Oh. Hey there, Tracy. Okay, I think I need to stay in the art room then. Stop wandering around. Does Blackwell even wear a tie? Alright, time to make sure I've gotten everything. Oh. What? I thought I already looked at that specifically. Oh, it was the window. You know what? I noticed that. Whenever it was talking about the window, I was like, oh, it's not talking about the winch. Some wire and winch. So this is how they released the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin's still standing in front of the broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone. Ugh, I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. Yep, for this time we did. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? And just as we trust, it's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. I wonder what the main argument will be about now. How the body was moved would be my guess. Oh, that's full right. How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh? Does he know? Oh, does he know? Detective Fulbright. Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. No, I wasn't gonna ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Ms. Robin Newman. She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Thanks, Detective. Athena, we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. Alright, now we can go to the lecture hall. My goodness, it took us long enough. Typing it all out. There she is, Robin! Hey, Robin! Oh, Athena, Apollo. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Professor Mean sure has a lot of influence around here. I thought she prescribed to... I thought she was a follower of Quartz thing, not Means. Come on, man. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you want. You want? About your confession today, why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them both. She brushed that one off like a pro. But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study and become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make it what she did right. Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder? Finishing a statue. I was on stage until the last bell. That's right, you made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? Yes. Yes, I did. Both of them. This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making statues at that time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both you and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m., but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Have there been any problems now that everybody here knows you're a girl? No worries here. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Wow, they must really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's why, Athena, I simply must have this, and this, by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Aw, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please. Stage costume-related evidence taken in classic and justifies the mean style. Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests. And reporting it all to one of the professors. But why would anyone do that? Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through the surveillance network. That's bribery! The situation at Themis Legal Academy is worse than I thought. While all this important stuff, I still want to ask about the thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about. Okay, well that's new information about the snitch. I think what she's asking about is the statue. Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. The photo shows a piece of art in the table. Do you know what it is? Whoa! Look at the unique artistic sense! That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man! Professor Court's artistic sense? Professor Court's artistic sense! That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had planned on placing it in the judge's bench at the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So this is the statue in its proper state? You bet! Just look at that wild silhouette! Wow, it is so cute! I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? Athena. The Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage. Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like this does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage? Found broken on stage, Professor Porter remade it into a completely different looking statue the day before the mock trial. Well, I think that just about covers it. They look so alike, sitting side by side like that. Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So, how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at the school have their own built-in computer, you know. Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. Oh, that sounds like Professor Means. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. How come teacher speeches always make me so sleepy? Let's just skip to the end of his speech. Now, let the mock trial begin. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? Looks to me like she cut right in front of the camera. Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial, even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself? She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. And she wasn't in the trial. She was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like. Looks like there's a judge's bench back by the screen and a witness stand up front. What about these balconies with the professors' names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay, let's fast forward to this a bit. And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty! Ah, that was me. Could you tell? Objection. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. You read that line in the mock trial, Paulo, but you made it sound kind of weird. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's going to speak next. I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Wait, what? 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 Oh, guys. The music is still playing nicely, but I have a feeling it's going to change its tune very quickly. Wow, what an emotional performance. She put a real actress to shame. Wait, could you go back and play that scene again? You really think that's necessary? I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Stop, did you hear that? I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again. I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case. Let's see if that was a mystery.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. You're a goner. The voices and performance do sound similar, but there's the change tune. I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape really a recording, when made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated. They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become key in today's trial, he
he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect.
Wait a second. No way! Professor Mean's credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. Who is speaking? I don't know. Allow me to assist you with that. Oh, Clavier. Good. Somebody I can trust. Prosecutor Gavin. At least make some kind of noise so we know you're there. Let's go big or go home with Rockstar Entrances for outline. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be alright? Very much so. Thanks. Yes, I can trust you. Alright. Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this was what I'd find. Did she? Had she? And that about covers the main gist of our investigation. I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today. Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Oh no, she called me Athena again. Well, my time's about up, and it'll be getting dark soon, so... Junie! You must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home. No, wait! You have to listen to me! I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. So please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. Oh boy, here it goes. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. In the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking a voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us will hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. What was that, Apollo? Wait, Athena. My bracelet reacted just now. It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? None of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Yeah, that's her tell, too. When she's stressed. Now I'm sure of it, she's lying. Maybe it's like how she's breathing or something? Oh, yeah. It is. Her scarf is moving. Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. Oh, that's her tell. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. A secret about me? I don't understand. Yeah. He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie. Oh, are you the snitch? Oh no. She's definitely not the killer or the accomplice. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you? And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh. Meet with Hugh about the report yesterday. That's what it is, right?
Take that!
Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report to Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put two and two together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense, only if you're the snitch, Junie. Forgive me. Forgive me, Athena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected you from the start. You did? Oh, this is surprising. I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend. Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does. But I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside. And its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Apollo, please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that'll be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Professor Corda told me how the Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark age of the law. Oh, the dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. But few others at the Academy shared her view. I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about. And the report session in her planner. And the report session from her planner, the one from October 22nd, was part of that? Yes. That's when I reported you to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend. I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking. What did you hear? He was talking to someone on the phone, and I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? That's bribery. Hugh was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about a secret. I'm sorry. There's evidence that seemed out of place? I wouldn't say it seemed out of place, if we're talking about this.
Take that!
We found this when we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about bribes, it must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was made to be paid in October. What's more, take a look at this mark. It's the same mark on the pages of Professor Court's planner. Hey, you're right. Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court. But... That's impossible. She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes. Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected Hugh if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason? I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, he's... Lena... Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
Well, that was horrifying. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know you can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. What am I going to do? Hugh, he's... I can't take this anymore. Tina. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means? My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery. And I shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me. I wonder what he made. What falsified evidence he made. Tina, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it. Don't worry, we already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive, too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free. I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? Oh, never ask that. Those are famous last words if I've ever heard them. Still, there's a strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I'd better be imagining it. Yeah, things just got super serious. And crazy. Oh boy. The turning point of the case. We are on to trial tomorrow, where I believe this is a 4-parter, so it should be ending next time. Yeah, but there's a lot that we just uncovered here. We've got Junie as a snitch, Hugh with his hand dripping with blood, and of course the bribery, which we're unsure who it was going to, but it looked like Professor Court based off of the little planner that she has, but that can't be right, because she's the whole like truth and justice kind of professor. So I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know, but but I'm going along with you guys. So who knows what's going to happen next as we conclude this trial and set it to rights here. So I will talk to you guys then.